Hello, this is Sarah, Painty Creator here. I hope you're having a lovely day. It's very blustery here. So I'm just taped a piece of A5 sized paper. Using my usual Creative Peak watercolour paper. Nice quality for the price. Obviously you can do this on any paper, but some papers work better than others and some are more expensive than others. That works out at round about 25p for a A4 sheet. So for my everyday watercolour and my practice like this, it's a great little one. And then I'm just using my usual Cotman watercolour paints and my medium mop brushes. I've got 3 of them, and probably some other little brushes as well. So there we go, that's your cue to grab your paints, give them a little bit of a spritz to wake them up. Oh, there we go. And maybe make a coffee, let your water go into your paints because that wakes them up too, and let's just have a bit of fun. So yesterday I painted this little one with a little doggle coming splashing through the puddles on the bauble. Tried to put a little bit of snow in, didn't really work as much, looks more like splashes, but that's fine. And I'm going to do a similar sort of thing today because I think they're fun. So where's my little circle of any description off to the bottom left hand side of the paper, and just very lightly on your paper, and I'm just going to wet with clean water the inside of that. And I'm just going to drop in some sort of backgroundy colour. I'm going to just use a little bit of purpley indigo for a bit of a background colour. Oh, it's a very light mix of indigo and purple lake, very pale. Nice. And if you didn't want to paint something in the bauble, you could paint that a little bit darker, or you could just put some metallic watercolour in. I do have some metallic watercolours. I bought them in the sale. I might actually just drop a little bit of this blue in. You have to work them a little bit to wake them up, just like your normal paints. So these are Winsor & Newton watercolours as well. So this one's called Iridescent Blue, and they're really quite nice and translucent, and they give that little bit of a sparkle. As they dry. Oh, it's quite nice. I might not actually paint anything in this one. Quite like that little bit of a sparkly colour. So now I'm going to put the branch on. So just this sort of rough bit, and then just a little bit of water to get things going. And you might be able to just see, so some lemon yellow to start off with. Nice and loose, hold your brush down that stem. And then some green. So I'm going to use some sap green with a little bit of ultramarine blue in, and that gives this sort of nice undertone green. I'm working loose, so it's nice just to get that sense of those. And I'm going to get some burnt sienna now. And drop in a little bit of that brown branch and maybe one or two brown twigs. Oops. And then that ultramarine and purple lake mix, but a little bit darker. So probably about a 50-50 ultramarine and purple lake, just for those darks and those shadows. Nice. Just dropping them in, holding that brush. And then I'm going to go for just some purple lake. It's bright, it's a bit poppy, but it'll just help draw the eye. Just the back of the brush. A little bit more burnt sienna, I think. Just dropping down there. So back to my lemon yellow on the top. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of burnt sienna on this right hand side, and it can mix on the page, which is really nice. And just the loop. So you might see I've got a puddle here, so I've just made a thirsty brush, wash my brush, take it out on the paper towel and just act like a straw to soak that up, so that I don't end up with a back run. And then I just need my little rigger brush and a bit of a darker mix of for a bit of a string. There we go. And there we have it. If that's what you want and you don't want to put an animal or a person or whatever on, that is a lovely, very simple but very effective Christmas bauble. And because I've put that iridescent blue, we've got a little bit of a shimmering coming as well, which is really nice on that. So there we go, really simple, really quick. That's under 10 minutes painting time. Have fun, enjoy, and then we'll hopefully see you on a less blustery day.